Good morning. I'd like to thank the organizers for including concerned children's advertisers on this panel, and specifically I'd like to applaud the organizing committee of this conference for promoting the concept of collaboration as a vital element to addressing the issue of childhood overweight and obesity. This is a very important topic and one in which both industry and education can play a role, and this is a key ingredient to the success of concerned children's advertisers for the last 22 years. CCA is a unique not-for-profit model of corporate social responsibility, which is made up of 18 member companies and supported by numerous partners, including child-centered advertisers, broadcasters, and issue experts. CCA is committed to understanding and contributing solutions to issues of challenge in a child's life. At CCA, our philosophy has always been a multi-sectoral approach to providing children with solutions as it relates to the issues they face each and every day of their lives. Childhood overweight and obesity is no different. Over the past 22 years, CCA has addressed topics including substance abuse, self-esteem, bullying, media literacy, and healthy active living, all issues that impact our children daily. The reality is that the issues youth are faced with today are the same as you and I experienced when we were young. However, they are much more complex. So what does this mean? We need to approach these issues differently, be all-inclusive and relevant. Everyone here today knows that childhood overweight and obesity is an extremely complex issue and requires a multitude of players, strategies, and solutions to positively affect change in the health habits of our children. And the National Dialogue on Healthy Weights, Our Future initiative, agrees that this initiative recognizes that the causes of childhood overweight and obesity are multifactorial and the problem requires a multi-pronged approach. At CCA, we believe part of the solution is to focus on education. If we expect to affect changes in behaviors, surely we need to provide our children with the information, skills, and strategies to make informed, safe, balanced choices about their own health. We believe it is important to provide our young people with the tools to make informed and balanced choices about their lives and their overall wellness. As described in a Chinese proverb, "Tell me and I'll forget, show me and I may remember, and teach me and I'll understand." And since we're talking about advertising and marketing to kids, let's teach kids about what advertising is, why people do it, and the intent behind it so that they can make their own informed choices. So what is the solution? I would like to share with you our Long Live Kids initiative, which demonstrates collaboration at its best and highlights media literacy as a strategy. Since 2000, when the World Health Organization put this on the international radar, CCA has focused on the concern of childhood overweight and obesity and the prevention of chronic disease by providing social messaging and education resources through our Long Live Kids initiative. Based on the 3 pillars identified by the WHO and the Institute of Medicine, Long Live Kids is a solution-oriented, comprehensive program that addresses healthy eating, active living, and improved media literacy, and is directed not only to children, but to the adults who impact our child's lives, including parents, educators, community leaders, and healthcare providers. By collaborating with our partners, from issue experts to government, industry, broadcast, ad agencies, health, education, and parent and community organizations, Long Live Kids focuses on early prevention and acquiring the life skills necessary to help children eat smart, move more, and be media wise. Given this panel deals with advertising and marketing to kids, we will focus more on the media literacy aspect of our Long Live Kids program today. And to support our Media Wise philosophy, the media literacy pillar of our Long Live Kids program is extremely important, and we have produced a number of public service messages that help children to be media wise. Most notably, House Hippo is a spot that reminds children that what they see and hear in the various forms of media is not always what it seems to be. This spot has aired internationally in countries like Germany and England. And if you click on the black box, you should be able to view the House Hippo public service announcements, or of course you can find it on our website.
It's nighttime in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos are very timid creatures and are rarely seen, but they would defend their territory if provoked. They come out at night to search for food, water, and materials for their nests. The favorite foods of the house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. They build their nests in bedroom closets, using loft mittens, dryer mitts, and bits of string. The nests have to be very soft and warm. House hippos sleep about 16 hours a day.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions, kind of like you just did. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
Our Media Monkey campaign is a great example of how we are tackling both healthy active living and media literacy issue together. The campaign was designed to encourage kids to develop the confidence to make healthier choices when faced with compelling messages from the media. By reaching young people with the message that they are smart, informed, and have the self-confidence to make smart choices that are right for them, we are empowering them to take responsibility for their own health. Now let's take a look at the Media Monkey spot. And once again, by clicking in the middle of the black box, you should be able to review it. Otherwise, please refer to our website.
You don't need a media monkey to make healthy choices. Think for yourself. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
So what is the use of developing great messages if no one sees them? We believe it's important to remember that industry can provide more than financial support. And I wish to use CCA as an example where our member companies not only give us their marketing expertise, but they give us their marketing muscle as well through access to media. Specifically, our unique model of member companies has given us the ability to reach millions of Canadian families through generous donations of pro bono airtime. Overall, in 2011, our public service messages received $5.4 million in pro bono airtime, and Media Monkey received $1.5 million of that. Plus, our Media Monkey spot was the only public service message to be shown during the 2010 Winter Olympics. This is tremendous support. Recognizing that children spend a good chunk of their day in school, in addition to our public service messages, CCA is supporting educators, parents, and communities with an educational website, longlivekids.ca/play, which provides resources that support the three key pillars of healthy eating, active living, and media literacy. Specifically, the website provides interactive games and challenges for children, as well as research, lesson plans for educators, and parent community program that furthers the learning opportunities and helps create and nurture supportive environments for children. Our newest video series to assist teachers and parents with our social emotional support expected of them in today's world. Media literacy is an important part of educating our children to develop into capable, healthy adults. In fact, in Canada, we are pioneering media literacy by mandating it in every province and territory. Media literacy is about learning how to identify, understand, and use all forms of media safely and wisely. It's about learning to think critically and make smart, balanced, and informed choices by learning what goes on behind the scenes to create media. In our world of multitasking, commercialization, globalization, and inactivity, media literacy isn't about having the right answers, it's about asking the right questions. The result is lifelong empowerment. My point here is that our kids live in a media-saturated world. They have access to various forms of media 24/7, and they multitask with various media over 8 hours every day. They are not only consumers of media, they are creators and distributors as well, and they will be exposed to all forms of media every day, whether it's in the form of entertainment, information, education, or advertising. The reality is that media is not going away, so we need to learn how to utilize it in a positive way to help us address issues like childhood overweight and obesity. That is why it makes sense to provide our children with the tools to analyze, interpret, construct, and deconstruct media messages so that they can make informed choices that are right for them. In summary, we want children to develop the critical thinking skills to understand, interpret, and ask questions about media. This way, they will not only become smart users of media, but will also become wise consumers, which will directly affect their food and activity choices now and in the future. At CCA, we believe in our kids. We believe that they have the ability and desire to sift through the clutter and be smart about their choices. Teaching media literacy to our children is one of many strategies that will have long-lasting implications for their health and well-being. Learning to be wise consumers, learning to use media wisely and responsibly just makes good sense in today's digital world. This is an inclusive issue, and we all have a role to play in the health and well-being of our children. Similar to our Long Live Kids initiative, let's take the band-aids off, and instead of looking for someone to blame about this issue, let's work together to find the real solutions to helping our kids make the smart choices for their futures. At Concerned Children's Advertisers, we believe strongly in the spirit of collaboration, the importance of building and promoting strong, supportive environments to help children and youth navigate their way through their growing years, and that every sector has a role to play in promoting positive health choices for children and youth. The time for action is now. Thank you.